everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to the Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur TV show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is the second dose of your daily vitamins. So let's just get into it. Now, Jonathan Majors has already been through hell, I'm quite sure, as far as he's concerned, losing all of his endorsements, his projects that he was working on and all of these things. But that wasn't enough for Karen, okay, aka Grace Jabari. Now she is suing him for defamation. Okay, please pay attention. Ex-girlfriend sues Jonathan Majors over battery and defamation accusations. Seems like he just can't catch a break. And here's the thing. I'm quite sure this woman who was so jealous that she attacked him and then turned around and lied about it and all of that, because that's clearly what she did as far as I'm concerned. Allegedly. But anyway, I'm quite sure that she's all the more angry that Megan Good is with him, someone who's much more beautiful than her, okay, and more suited for his taste, quite frankly. But anyway, here's what they say. Months after former Marvel actor Jonathan Majors was found guilty of assault of his ex-girlfriend in a 2023 incident, the former girlfriend has sued him over accusations that he physically and verbally abused her during their nearly 2-year relationship. Now, the suit filed by Grace Jabari on Tuesday in New York federal court accuses Majors of battery, assault, intentional infliction of emotional distress, malicious prosecution, and defamation. The case stems from a pattern of pervasive domestic abuse that began in 2021 and extended throughout 2023, according to the lawsuit. Now, the suit comes just 3 months after a New York jury found Majors guilty of 1 count of reckless assault in the 3rd degree and a non-criminal charge of harassment as a violation relating to a domestic dispute with Jabari in March of 2023. Here's the thing. First of all, since when do they actually give someone jail time for 3rd degree reckless assault? Okay, I'm sorry. But anyway, I digress. And here's the thing. At the end of the day, we all saw the video footage of him running while she gave pursuit and chased after him. Now, they all know, the judge, the jurors, the attorneys, okay, specifically the prosecutor, they all knew that this woman was not afraid of him, okay? If she were so, she'd have been running in the opposite direction, not chasing him down. But let me continue. Now, the actor could face up to a year in prison for the assault conviction. He also faces a maximum of 15 days in jail and a $250 fine for the harassment violation. Sentencing initially was set for February, and it was recently moved up to April. Now, the lawsuit alleges that Majors kept denying committing acts of assault even after being convicted, including in an exclusive interview that aired on January the 8th with ABC News' Lindsay Davis, and that he made defamatory statements against Jabari. Now, Majors continued to show an utter lack of remorse for his actions and inability to be deterred from future similar conduct, according to the lawsuit. I find this also interesting because the only one that shows an utter lack of remorse for their nefarious actions is Grace Jabari. Okay, she's a lying, no good Karen, in my opinion, and allegedly, let me say, because I don't want to try to sue me, honey, because you can't get blood from a turnip. But anyway, I digress. Okay, quite frankly, this is all just a whole bunch of BS. And if this isn't a lesson to men who look like Jonathan Majors, that you need to leave these Karens alone, because, hey, like I always say, sugar and salt looked just alike. And by the time you realize the difference after you've tasted, well, by then it's too late. Okay, I bet you that he wishes he'd never met this woman in hindsight. Now, it goes on to say, when publicly confronted with Grace's numerous allegations of abuse, Majors has called her a liar at every turn and very specifically claimed that he has never put hands on a woman. Okay, with the goal of convincing the world that Grace is not a victim of domestic abuse, but instead a crazy liar who should be treated as such, according to the lawsuit. Well, that's what she sounds like, and that's what she looks like from the footage that we all saw. I'm sorry, what did they miss? Majors' attorney, Priya Chaudhry, said in a statement to CNN, "This is no surprise. Mr. Majors is preparing counterclaims against Ms. Jabari." The lawsuit says that Majors began exhibiting concerning behaviors as early as September of 2021. Well, why did she stay? If he was being so abusive and doing all of this so early on, within the first year of them dating, why did she stay? Why did she stick around? And why did she get upset when she thought someone else was texting him? Make that make sense. And why did she chase him down again, I say, and ask when he was trying to get the hell away from her? Well, let me continue. Now, it goes on to say that physical and verbal assaults continued to occur until March of 2023 during the domestic violence incident in New York for which Majors was convicted. This is what the lawsuit alleges. And then Jabari is now seeking more than $75,000 in compensatory and punitive damages, according to the lawsuit. I find this absolutely nefarious. Okay, now the first time that he physically attacked Jabari was in July of 2022, according to the lawsuit. Well, here's the thing. I find that interesting because she said that he started exhibiting concerning behaviors in 2021. So if she noticed that in 2021, then when it escalated and he upped the ante to actually physically assault her in 2022. Again, I ask, why did she stick around? She didn't leave. You already claim you saw red flags in 2021. And then in 2022, he's putting paws on her, according to her. Yeah, I think she's just making this all up. I think she's just a scorned woman who's mad, butthurt, and bit out of shape because this man doesn't want her. But let me continue. And also, it is in my opinion that the text messages that she was arguing over that night when she put hands on him, clearly, I think that it was Megan Good texting him. That's what I think. Okay, and I think that's even why she's all the more angry now that they're in a full-blown relationship. But I digress. Now it goes on to say, Grace says that Majors assaulted Jabari and pushed her so hard that it bruised her backside. As Jabari tried to get up and leave a house, Majors picked Grace up in the air and threw her against the hood of her own car. When Jabari screamed for help, Majors forcibly grabbed Grace, placing her in a headlock, and put his hand over her mouth to prevent someone from hearing her cries for help. He brought Grace back into their house and held his hands around her neck, stating that he would kill her and that he was going to kill her, according to the lawsuit. I don't know about y'all, but I don't believe any of this. I'm sorry if he was doing all of this, because this clearly sounds crazy and quite frankly nefarious. So if he was doing all of this, again, why didn't she leave? Like, if someone picked me up in the air, threw me onto my own car, put their hands around my neck and said, hey, I'm going to kill you. You don't have to tell me twice. Okay, I'd have been out of there. But later, Majors was furious after Jabari told a member of Majors' team about the incident, according to the lawsuit. Majors also texted Jabari to express concerns over the implications that disclosing the assault would have on his career. Say that I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital, Major said, according to the lawsuit. They will ask you questions, and as I don't think you can actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation, even if you lie and they suspect something. Now, nothing is fake about the pain my body is currently in, says Jabari, according to the lawsuit. I will tell the doctor I bumped my head. If I go, I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some painkillers, some strong ones. In the March 2023 incident, the lawsuit alleges Majors caused Grace to sustain a broken finger and laceration behind her ear. After his arrest, Majors on June 21st filed a knowingly false criminal complaint against Jabari, alleging that Grace had abused him in the incident, according to the lawsuit. Here's the thing. I think she did abuse him. I think she was the aggressor in all situations. I think she was the one that started it. I think she would get mad, butthurt, and bit out of shape because she felt like other women were after him, and she was just jealous, possessive, and controlling. That's just the vibes that I'm getting. How about you all? That's the energy I'm getting from all of this. And quite frankly, I think that anything that he ever did to her was unintentional. I think that he was only trying to protect himself from her crazed attacks. Now, I've seen women who do these sort of things, and then they go and play the victim, okay? And then they get even more angered when the man leaves them for someone else. Yeah, I think that's what we're witnessing here. But again, this is just speculation on my behalf and clearly my own opinion. But so let's go to the footage. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share because they caught up to him, to Jonathon Majors, that is, as he was leaving the gym.
Jonathon, how are you? Looking good. I know. I mean, I see your trainer here. What are you training for?
Work.
Work. Okay. What kind of work? Like a project? Any acting or anything?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, tell me a little.
Fingers crossed.
I kind of want to know a little. Fingers crossed. Does it feel good to get back into acting, doing what you love?
Nothing better in the world. Yeah.
Of course. I mean, I want to know.
Except my kid.
Huh?
Except my kid.
Except your kid?
That's better than acting. Yeah.
Okay.
And Megan.
And Megan?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I want to know, you guys are so in love on the red carpet last month. I mean, I gotta ask, what's so different about Megan for other past relationships?
My heart. Yeah.
Oh, she's your heart. I mean, why do you guys think you work so well as a couple?
Connection.
Connection?
Yeah.
Okay. I love that for you.
Understanding. Love. Like going.
Of course. I know, I wanted to ask you, last question. I
Yeah.
mean, I know your ex is, filed another lawsuit against you. I mean, how have you been
Another one?
feeling? Yeah. I mean,
I'm not surprised.
you're not surprised?
No, I knew it was coming from the beginning. Really.
Okay. I mean, how do you feel about it? I mean, I'm sure you're ready to put this all behind you.
I am ready to put it behind me. I can't say much else about it though.
Okay.
That's the law.
Of course. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
So at the end of the day, he needs to be suing her for defamation as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, but of course he wouldn't win because he's already been found guilty, even though they clearly showed in court that she was the aggressor and that she chased him down a whole street. Okay, please pay attention. With that all being said, drop me a comment to let me know what you all think about this. Because at the end of the day, this man's career is ruined over this woman who's clearly just a whole Karen and mad. And like I said, this should be a lesson to men who look like him. And let's not forget about Christian Abumsaweli. I know I'm saying his name wrong, but you all know who I'm talking about, with Courtney Clenny, okay, who put a knife to his chest, okay, because he was gone too long buying sandwiches for them to eat. Please pay attention, okay? At the end of the day, the sad thing is these women who don't look like these men they're dating can do whatever they want to do to them in many cases, and then just turn around and play the victim. And that's what will go. I mean, let's not remember the lies told on Emmett Till and what led to his demise. So I'm just saying, I don't know why men of my own skin tone continue to get involved in these situations. With that all being said, everyone, please like and share this video, and I will talk to you all again soon. Peace.